Hey everyone, and welcome to this explainer. Today, we are bringing you a complete, fully objective breakdown of the Cozy Eggshell World's coloring pack. If you're out there building an Etsy shop or maybe an Amazon KDP business, you've probably seen offers just like this floating around. But today, we're totally stripping away the marketing hype to look at the raw facts. We're going to examine exactly what you get, what the fine print actually says, and whether this pack is genuinely worth your hard-earned investment. Okay, let's dive into this. Here is our exact roadmap for today. We'll start with the digital product bottleneck, then take a look inside the Eggshell worlds. After that, we'll be decoding the PLR license, looking at the real ROI math, digging into the upsells and fine print, and finally, we'll wrap up with the final verdict. Starting right off with Section 1, the digital product bottleneck. So ask yourself, what is the absolute biggest bottleneck for digital creators today? I mean, if you spent any time at all in the printable space, you already know the real hurdle isn't coming up with ideas. It's the grueling production phase. Designing clean, highly sellable coloring pages from scratch literally takes hours per page. The harsh reality is that most aspiring shop owners never even get past page 10 before burning out, simply because the illustration work is just way too heavy of a lift. Which leads us perfectly into Section 2, inside the Eggshell worlds. And this brilliantly illustrates the exact gap the creator, Connie Miyuki, is stepping into. The core concept here is delightfully specific. We're talking about adorable little animals living inside miniatured cracked eggshell homes. It's quirky, it's very cottagecore, and honestly, it works. You see, the biggest problem with typical private label rights, or PLR, is that they often look like a totally mismatched pile of cheap clip art just kind of scraped together from different corners of the internet. But here, every single page shares a unified storybook aesthetic. This cohesion is absolutely crucial because it allows you to build a product line that actually looks professional. So, how much content are we actually talking about here? 800! That is the usable total of finished, done-for-you coloring pages included in the front-end offer. And during the launch window, the entry price for this massive collection is just $17. There are 0 design skills required on your end to get these pages ready to go. Let's break down where those 800 pages actually come from. The front-end bundle gives you 12 core themes, and each of those contains 50 pages. You've got the bunny with a lovely pastel cottagecore vibe, the fox in an autumnal forest cabin, a bear in a rustic setting, plus 9 others including cats, chipmunks, and elephants. But on top of all that, included right in the front end are 4 bonus themes: pig, hamster, polar bear, and meerkat. Having 16 complete stylistic collections is a real game changer. It allows you, as a creator, to build a highly recognizable, cohesive brand identity in your shop, rather than just selling a bunch of random, disconnected pages. Moving on to Section 3, decoding the PLR license. Now, all that content volume is fantastic, right? But it means absolutely nothing if the legal fine print restricts how you can use it. The crucial point here is understanding this commercial license. You are completely free to rebrand the content, combine it with other products, and sell the finished pages on Etsy, Amazon KDP, or your own personal website. However, you cannot resell the raw PLR files themselves on networks like Warrior Plus, and you definitely cannot give them away for free. In the simplest terms, you have the commercial freedom to sell the output, but you are restricted from reselling the input. And honestly, that is the exact hallmark of a legitimate commercial PLR license. All right, let's jump to Section 4, the real ROI Mac. Now, what's really interesting about this next bit is when we strip away the marketing excitement and look strictly at the raw economics, the barrier to entry here is incredibly low. When you divide that $17 entry price by the 800 finished pages you receive, you're paying a mere 2 cents per finished page. 2 cents. To put that into perspective, that is a massively strong page count to price ratio. So how does that build into a realistic resale scenario? Let's imagine you take just 30 pages from a single theme, say that Fox collection we mentioned, and you compile them into one digital coloring book for Etsy at a standard price point of $6.99. Just one single sale recovers a huge chunk of your initial investment. Make 3 sales and you have entirely broken even and are moving into pure profit. And the best part? You still have over 700 pages sitting unused, completely ready for your next listings.
But hey, let's keep our expectations grounded for a second. Buying PLR is not some magical money button. While the illustration is done for you, the business building is most certainly not. You are still entirely responsible for formatting the interior files for your specific platforms, designing an eye-catching book cover, creating a fully optimized platform listing, and actually executing the marketing and SEO. The design work is off your plate, sure, but the hustle, that is still 100% on you.
That leads us perfectly into Section 5, Upsells and Fine Print. Immediately after you purchase that $17 front end, the platform is going to route you through an upsell funnel. You'll be presented with one-time offers, or OTOs, priced at $25 and $31. The catch here is that the specific details of these upsells are completely blind, meaning they are not disclosed anywhere on the front-end sales page. My advice? Evaluate each blind upsell really carefully at the exact moment it's presented to you. Do not feel pressured to buy through the funnel, because that $17 front end is already a totally complete product all on its own. Now, this brings us to a stark contradiction you absolutely must know about before checking out. The main sales page features this really bold banner promising a 30-day, 100% of your payment refund guarantee. Sounds great, right? However, if you dig into the FAQ fine print, you'll find it strictly limits refunds to issues our technical support cannot resolve. Basically, if the files physically won't download, you're protected. But if you simply decide you don't really like the art style after buying it, you don't qualify for a refund at all. It is absolutely vital to have that accurate expectation going in. And finally, Section 6, the final verdict. Let's rapidly weigh the objective facts here. On the pro side, you are getting massive value at roughly 2 cents per finished page. The art direction is beautifully cohesive, and it comes with a genuine, unrestricted commercial PLR license. Now, on the con side, you do have to navigate a blind upsell funnel, and that refund policy is incredibly rigid. But looking at the whole picture, the overall value for an aspiring Etsy or KDP publisher who genuinely needs consistent content is undeniably strong. Which leaves us with one final, very important question for you to ponder. Does this specific, cute storybook aesthetic actually fit your business plan? Because guys, no matter how fantastic the math is, a product is only truly valuable if it aligns perfectly with your actual shop niche and your specific target audience. Make sure it fits your brand before you hit that buy button. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. Keep building, stay focused, and I'll catch you